The adverse effects of the current economic downturn has brought most banks under pressure, forcing lenders to cut costs through staff reduction. This concern has attracted strong warnings from the federal government against further job cuts. It also informs the reason for this meeting, organized by the National Union of Banks, Insurance and Financial Institutions Employees.
Unilateral mass retrenchment in the financial institution has always been in the forefront of those employers and all of that. But the union is also coming up to say no to that process. Due process must be followed.
By way of amplifying the federal government's warnings, the union has this threat for the banks.
We are also backing that up to say any management that is found wanting in doing this process and all of that, the union will not hesitate in knocking at the door without information.
Some of the factors biting hard on the banks include reduced access to public funds and the removal of charge on transaction, low turnover on foreign exchange, as well as non-performing loans. In the last 1 month, close to 4,000 bank staff have been involved in the mass retrenchments in the financial sector. But the closest explanation given so far for this development is that banks are currently under pressure to deliver returns to their investors.
One way of minimizing costs is to look at the staffing structure. The kind of structure we have today, does that support the quantum of business we are doing in an economy where the volume is shrinking?
But for the labor union, this is not the case.
Banks are not actually doing the core business of banking. What they're doing is running after deposits from ministries and parastatals and agencies to say my bank is the biggest.
Because it's organized private sector owned by people, run by shareholders. So they have the license to unilaterally do anything they want to do to Nigerian workers.
I don't think any bank can just wake up and treat staff arbitrarily, unless, like I said, the other side of the practices where we have a contract staff, outsourced staff, and so on and so forth.
The latest unemployment rate for the first quarter is put at 12.1%. With this spate of jobs cuts in the financial sector, the ever-increasing figure can only be more compounded. Temple Ashaju, Channels Television News.